Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This your boy R.Thomas Jr., and this is the real news behind the news. Today is July 10th, 2015, and actually what it is, I'm supposed to be down here meeting Councilman Willie Bradford for lunch. You know, we're going to put together some things, a plan of action for the people. But while I'm down here waiting from him, I want you all to see, this is the Confederate Memorial down here in downtown, and this is the source of contention. But matter of fact, we're going to have to pause this video for a second. I think, yep, that's the councilman coming out right there. But this is that Confederate Memorial. Now, black folks, hey, you want to move it? Hey, come up with the $300,000. We can get it done. But until then, man, we got to come up with some real solutions to some of the real problems that's facing the city of Shreveport and our community. Again, hey, how you doing, Mr. B?
Hey,
I'm ready for that lunch, man. Ready for that lunch. Nothing much just coming down here. I'm just showing the people about the Confederate Memorial. You know, it's a big issue here in Shreveport, but I know it's a lot of more serious issues that we as black people and really the citizens of Shreveport could be focused on. We got a few minutes before we go hit this lunch break. You want to talk about a few of them issues real quick for the people?
Yeah, man. Listen, you know, my interest right now, Robert, is economic equality for black Shreveporters. You know, we make up over 50% of this city, yet unemployment is in the 20%. You know, black businesses is getting less than 4% of the contracts. Our youth are running wild with no summer jobs and no real hope for the future. So, you know, that's my focus. You know, I mean, I hear people talking about this monument.
And
I'm asking, is it because of this monument that black people is only getting 3% of city procurements?
Huh?
Does this monument have anything to do with, black unemployment? Our boys sagging and their parents hanging behind their butt because of this monument.
Oh, them 8 people that got shot last week here in Shreveport, did this monument or the Confederate flag do that? And you just made an important point when you talk about economic development. Well, black folks want this monument moved, but they don't realize they got to come up with $300,000 to move it.
Listen, I wouldn't advocate for $300,000 to move this monument. Listen, if we got $300,000, we need to start developing some economic development for our community. We are the majority of this city. Our political power in this city is strong. You know, we need to collectively start working to enhance and empower ourselves so that we can share in the economic prosperity of this city. And I'm saying we got to stop looking at these superficial, non-essential issues of this city and start looking at what can we do as a community, as leaders of this city, to forge better directions for our people so that we can do for ourselves and not be sidetracked or be preoccupied by something that has really no real significance to our progress. And I'm like, listen, I ain't got nothing wrong with this monument. I'm working on getting a black civil rights museum for Shreveport. Okay? So I don't care nothing about that history. If I'm gonna work to get a black civil rights museum for Shreveport, then I put a monument of Dr. King over here on this side of the monument. If that's the case.
Yeah.
But I mean, I ain't tripping about these non-essentials, Robert. I'm just saying that this statue is not affecting what I'm about.
Exactly.
And I'm about economic empowerment. I'm about economic prosperity for black people. And I don't see nowhere in the equation where this monument has impeded us in doing that. If I thought this monument was causing black boys to sag, to drop out of school, and to perpetuate this crime and violence within our community, then I say, hell, let's get this monument out of here. But this monument has nothing to do with what is happening to black Shreveport. And I don't want us to get preoccupied and sidetracked with something that is irrelevant to our progress. And that's what I'm about. So I'm headed to lunch. You want to go with me?
Yeah, let's go lunch. But I want to piggyback right quick, because we got about 30 seconds on 2 important issues that you said, especially when it concerns to the insignificance of this monument. Because black folk don't realize, if you come down here and do all this marching and all this trying to get this monument down, you're going to go back home to dilapidated housing, poor infrastructure, and all that. So the $300,000 that you will have to come up to raise to get this monument moved, you could be putting that on fixing your streets, your drainage, especially on the Cooper Road. But also, one most important issue that you just hit on, Mr. B, and we forced them to take this monument down. Now imagine how much resistance gonna come against you for putting that civil rights museum up. So again, there's a whole lot more important issues, man. Economic development in the black community, the crime rate in the black community. These are the things we need to be focused on, and this is the man that's on the forefront of Shreveport, leading the charge to do it. Again, it's a shame when you got a city council member, a city councilman who's done more for his people in the 6 months than the new mayor had. But again, this your boy R.Thomas Jr. Hey, Mr. B, you want to say one more thing before we shut up?
I don't even know who those guys are that much.
Never seen him before in my life. Never seen him.
They got to be 100 years old.
Please. But anyway, hey, this is Mr. Willie Bradford, City Councilman, District 8 here in Shreveport, a true champion for the people. This your boy R.Thomas Jr. Till y'all hear me on that radio again this evening or see me on one of these videos, y'all be blessed.